Appreciate the invite, man.
Yeah, definitely. And then let's get started by telling the fans and listeners who you are and where you from.
Yeah, I'm Yella MRC, man. West side of Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Money really counts. I let Cartel Music, my label. So yeah.
What made you decide you want to get into the industry, and what was one of the first signs you made the right decision?
I just always had a passion for music. You feel me?
Yeah.
And took it to another level when I got what money really counts. Damn.
Now that's an interesting thing because I know Little Scooty's from the east side. You said you from the west side. So how
Little Scooty from the far east side at that.
Yeah. So, knowing Indianapolis and how some of that goes, usually the west side and the east side, it's not a good thing. But you guys were able to stop beefing and start eating. Shout out to
the politics is weird though. Like I never really rock with east side because we didn't go to the east side. The farthest we probably go is
Arlington.
Not even Arlington, bro. That was far.
Yeah.
We was out of bounds though. The farthest we probably go Keystone though, for real.
Yep.
Nah, my homeboy though, photographer, y'all probably know Jay Gold though. He introduced us and whatnot. He just kept saying, "I need to introduce you to somebody." So I'm like, yeah. Took us out east, you feel me, to the studio, 6753. They remember that. That was like a famous spot though, for real, in the city for a minute though. Popped up, it was just like a whole bunch of east side niggas I ain't know though. Shit, I was comfortable. We went to work though. So we just clicked, like, real niggas don't link. It don't, regardless of where you from though. You can be from Europe, you know what I'm saying?
And I salute Scooty for that, because even as him being the youngest sometimes in the circles I've known he's been a part of, he's always reached out. Like when we were doing Drove Man with 100 Entertainment, it was always love. There was never no like we're competing, or it was always like we're moving together. And I salute you guys and him for always seeing the bigger picture. Like there's never competition with him. Like money really counts to him. So if you ain't got $1 million, you can't even really, get the discussion with him. So
for sure, that's one thing we all got in common, shit. But money really counts. Just like put a lot of plays together in the city, like behind the scenes and shit though. Out the city too though. Linked a lot of people though. We fucked with a lot of people in the wise too.
Yeah. Now that's when I first got familiar with you, Yella, man. Is when the Money on My Mind video dropped. Playboy. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And I was messing with DJ Panic real heavy back in the day, so I know he was tapped into what you guys were doing. So he was giving me the inside track.
Yeah.
And,
Panic.
When you dropped your verse on that song, man, you stood out like effortlessly. Like Scooty did his thing, Kano did his thing, but I always remember telling people, "Yo, who's Yella? Like I ain't familiar with him. Yo, he's spitting."
That's crazy. That was the first song we did. That matter of fact, I met them niggas, right? That was the first song we did. Just went in there like I forget where that beat came from. I don't know. I just know Playboy was in the studio. Playboy dropped the hook and shit. I'm like, I got a hook. Playboy like, shit, I got a hook. Like Playboy put the hook together. Shout out Playboy. Went to do bigger and better shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I just went in and did my verse because I always recorded quicker than everybody else.
Right, you're one take, or you're almost in your mind with it.
That's the studio I ever went in. Like I'm always gonna be the first one for the finish though. I knocked it out and they was like, damn. And called back like, shit, we gonna shoot the video. We gonna rock stars. That shit went up though. That shit that's when the team kind of got a rebirth though, you feel me?
Yep.
Like 2010, you know what I'm saying? Because before then it was just, shout out the OGs, the Kilo G's and the Jim Max and shit and the Lil Nut, you know what I'm saying? But then it kind of got a rebirth. That's when like you said, you came along with the Dro Man and the you know what I'm saying, and the Yellas and the Maxi, Young at the time and so on and so forth. So
going with that, and you're right, because the Legends, they supported Little Scooty and everything you guys were doing, but you guys put an energy back into the city. Like from doing the bus stops with the MRC to having the billboard on 38th Street to doing videos with not just rinky-dink video people, but you went and got the top of the line. So I think what MRC did for me is it showed the city what it would be like to be a major label. You guys move as a major label. Even to this day, like all the stuff St. James tells me you guys got going on, you are a major label. You got the budgets, you got the brand. It's just getting a couple more DJs outside our market to just hear what you're doing, and I know you're going to take off.
Yeah, it's tapping in them other markets and just being consistent about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, I would say this for you, too. Like, you tap into other markets very well. Like, people don't know because you're so humble, but you got a legend who's a big supporter of you, Bigger Rankin. Like, he really fucks with Yella. And every time we talk or mention anything musically in the Midwest, Indianapolis, your name comes up. Like, but you don't brag about that. You're not running around telling everybody, I'm so connected with these bosses. Like, you just letting your work speak for it. So what's it like to be a boss at Indianapolis and kind of be the face of what people see for our city when you get out into these other markets?
When I'm in the other market, though, I just be humble. I be feeling like I got to bring my A game because them people don't know me.
Yep.
Hey, St. James about anywhere we go. You know what I'm saying? Texas, Tennessee, like, they going to remember me, though. At the end of the day, that's my objective, to make them people remember me, because you might know I'm in Indianapolis for some whole other shit I got going on. You know what I'm saying? We could have came up together. We could have did some, you know what I mean? We could have did some whole other shit in a whole nother mix. But when I go to another city and I take the crowd and I take control of the stage, and I'm that motherfucker with industry people, and the A&Rs and the DJs, like, who the fuck is that? Like, like, that's what I be, you know what I mean? That's what give me gratification. So
and I speak to that too. Like with me and St. James, like, people don't know, for 15 years we've been leaving Indianapolis and really trying to put on for our city. We don't do a lot of bragging about it, but
I do all the bragging for y'all.
But you know, when you do stuff like that,
like anybody I linked up with in the industry, for real, like heavy people, like A&Rs, like big people, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the Bigger Rankins, Big Health, you know what I'm saying? Even out the shout out like Boosie people and shit, bro, it's a lot of people, bro. It's a lot. I'm talking about DJs. I'm talking about all the DJ coalitions, bro. The core and the block DJs and the all down in Texas and all through Memphis and shit. Like all them people, I met them people through St. James and you and Mike Trees.
Shout out to Trees.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember an incident in Dallas where I had a show in Dallas and shit, post South by Southwest. And I'm talking about, man, Yella Beezy and Trap Boy Freddie and man, a lot of the niggas from Texas. It was a lot of niggas from Memphis at the time that ended up going and doing something. And I walk in and they like, ah, damn, it's Yella. And shout out St. James. I'm like, damn, that's crazy though. Like, they like, nah, you need to tap in with this man, get to know him though. It kind of fucked me up though. Like, we just be humble, you know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of the people from the city don't be seeing that part of the shit though. That'd be crazy.
I'll speak to that too. Is people like me and James, we don't brag, but you don't realize, like, if we're out of this city and this market, we're living legends out here. So if you mention,
with y'all, shit, Detroit, they treated us like blood. We locked in that moment. We locked in.
Well, and you know, speaking of Detroit, you know, I was gonna mention Gringo Gang anyways, because you, MRC, Gringo Gang, it's one big family, it's one big group. So what's it like for your MRC to see what Gringo Gang went from to what they're becoming now? And how is that motivating you guys to get on your tours and get on your, you know, real industry grind? Because I know you're seeing the tour and like, hold on, we could do that, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying when I say it'd be like the consistency factor though. So like, I'm an artist, but shit, I'm wearing 10 different faces at the same time. So it'd be like, sometimes it'd be real life shit going on. And that be distracting and then, you feel me?
Got you. Well, I got the privilege of watching you and Space Dad do all day. Like, it was the Indianapolis stop. Gringo was on tour with Doobie, Big Deals and everything. And
that shit did too.
you come out there and do this all day record, man, and you and him on stage together is powerful. You know, white, black aside, it's just the brotherhood.
That was a sold out show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sold out show at Crave.
Yep.
Cash Club.
What, 3,000, 4,000 people, I think?
That motherfucker was crazy, and they loved it. I think that was one of the craziest shows I ever did. Especially, I say in the city for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's because
they treated us like we was the shit.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted to take pictures and videos and shit, autographs and shit. That's crazy.
It's because those people are fans of music. No offense to our city, but our city has so many other artists that nobody really kind of separates themselves. But when you get to the actual fans of our market, you guys are legends. Like, I could put you guys on a show with no other rappers, and it's going to be a big deal if we just say you guys, you know what I mean, because you're stars in our city. But when we're all packaged together on showcases, it kind of doesn't give you the light. But I want to talk to that too, because you and Scooty bring a lot of major artists through our city. Like, you guys are the tour guides of the Indianapolis market sometimes for artists. Like, what's some of the artists you've been able to see perform or connect up with because of what you do in the city to put on people that kind of surprised you when you got to meet them and stuff?
I will more so credit like the actual promotion shit. I credit Lil Scooty.
Yeah.
I done got my hands in a little bit, but bro was just heavy. Like, when he ain't got the club and went crazy. But I didn't, even outside here and outside of here, you saying who I done linked up with, I didn't pretty much brush shoulders with everybody, bro. Anybody, bro. Some of the bigger people, Gucci Mane, several times, you know what I'm saying? Future here out of the state, man, Thug, man, the Migos, like motherfuckers I actually got to personally shake their hand and you know, that's just us backstage, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys helped break them. Now, when you guys didn't catch them when they were superstars, like Scooty was bringing them before they were the superstars. DJ was letting y'all know early.
A lot of them and shit. A lot of them before they was, you know, really popping.
Yeah.
I mean, now I, not to say I wouldn't, but I probably wouldn't be on a show with the Migos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be backstage politicking with them. Shit. You know what I mean? Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci always been big. But I did several. I've been on several different occasions with Gucci. I done been in a spot with just us, Gucci, and a bunch of bitches.
Yeah. Well, you know that's powerful though on some business talk stuff, like because you bring them to your city and you welcome them. Now when you go to their town, you walk in the back door as family. So everybody in the club's like, well, who's MRC? They don't know, but Gucci's on stage like, yo, shout out to MRC, Naptown in the building. And then it opens up all the other doors that you would want because you open the city up to people. Like, I think the way you guys do it is so intelligent. Because you give people the opportunity to come through. Mo 3's last show was in Indianapolis. God rest.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy. I missed that show too. I'm shitty I did. I really fuck with Mo 3 as an artist, man. Yep. But like Boosie, especially I fuck with Boosie. You know, he like a you know, here.
Yeah.
Boosie like a relic though. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend for real. So
yeah. I tell people all the time, we put Boosie on, so why don't we just put on Yella? The same effort and energy we put to put Boosie on, we could do with you. And like, you know, you got classics. Head Dumb. Let's go to that. Head Dumb, arguably the biggest song out of our market. Shout out to Paris Ladam. Like, when you guys did that song together, I don't think it was supposed to take off the way it did, but the DJs and the strip clubs just love that record. So what was it like for you when you recorded it and heard Paris say that shit, and then, you know, you guys run with that single?
Man, bro, I had fucking came up with that hook like in a shower or something.
Yeah.
And then at the time we had like a big, huge ass, like, I don't know, I know you remember. We had like a 3,500, 4,000 square foot compound studio. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Far East Side.
Everybody in the city, if you was popping, you had to come through that motherfucker.
Yep.
Even, I'm talking about major artists, like, nigga, everybody had to come through that motherfucker, you know? MRC University, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit, Paris was like a new artist and shit. Shout out Paris Ladang. And she kept on, you know, me and Scooty and shit. She wanted the politics. She wanted to get up. She like, I'm rapping, bro. I need you. I want you on the, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing. It's like, shit, it's a female face, you know. And she actually, like, shit, she actually can rap though.
Right.
Like,
right.
And so Scooty had the beat from Swifty, and he just got to playing that motherfucker. I'm like, damn, the hook, go with it. And I dropped that shit. And Paris, she had a verse like quick though, like damn. You feel me? I think she was done before me. Matter of fact, I went back and did that verse later. I didn't even do my fucking verse because I didn't like the song. I thought the shit was whack.
Right. Yep.
You feel me? I'm like, man, this shit whacked in a bitch. Like,
but you know, Yella, that's the one that usually goes. Is when an artist is like, that shit sucks. That's the one that goes. I'm
like, man, this song trash as fuck. Like, I don't even want to put a verse on here.
Yeah.
That slow ass beat, dun 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 dun. I'm like, man, this a weak ass, sound like some techno shit or something. Swifty was hard as fuck. This is why I'm saying it, bro, because at the time Swifty was on.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Maxi shit. He was on Dro shit. He was on Mike Easy shit. He was on everybody's shit, and he was slaughtering shit, bro. Yeah. Like he had the hardest motherfucking. He was fucking over the industry niggas. Yeah. And I'm like, man, this beat ain't hitting on shit. And then we put like some strip club shit on it almost. So I'm like, yeah. And then the song was done. And I'm like, all right, that bitch done. But wasn't nobody like replaying that motherfucker. So what happened was Ladina started doing them fucking Music Mondays, and that shit was big.
Yeah.
And like anybody who every like Naptown classic song came out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it was like that shit was huge at the time, bro.
Well, and then I gotta give a shout out to St. James because we were doing the VIP Saturdays at the strip club. So when you guys dropped that record, I remember St. James told every DJ we go with, you gotta play that record as priority. So
man, shout out to this how I knew that bitch was big, right?
Yeah.
I had flew out. I was out of town and shit. And I was on the way back, and I'm on like a 3-4 hour flight and shit. I'm tired. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they said, well, shit, we got a show later that night. And I popped up they came and got me from the airport, and I popped up at the club. When I pulled in the parking lot, nigga, I cracked the door.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker was shake. Dun, dun. I heard the beat. Yeah. But I heard motherfuckers go crazy, bro.
Yep.
And the club wasn't that big, but you still talking about, 300 people. Like the motherfucker was packed though. You feel me?
Now,
they went crazy, bro. And as I ran in, the hook was coming on.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have to sing that bitch. They sung the whole song, bro. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know nobody heard this motherfucker.
Yeah. And
that bitch just went crazy because Tremors was popping at the time.
Right.
And yeah, that motherfucker went nuts, bro.
Now, and I definitely wanted to mention the classics, man, because I got schooled to you a little bit more. Me and St. James were chilling New Year's Eve, and we messing around listening to music. And he picked you, and I picked Big Tragic. Shout out to Tragic.
Tragic.
He did 20 for you. I did 20 for Tragic, and I was like, I knew you had classics, but some of them songs he played for me, I was like, damn, that's Yella. Like your style has changed. You went from the street, lyrical guy. Now the cool record, the more, you're in the tune with what the vibes are right now. So let's speak about the record Cool. How did you shift into that new vibe, and what's been the response? Like the video's super dope, got the freezing effects on it, and so what made you run with Cool as your single and what you're promoting?
I just been trying new producers and shit.
Got you.
And I ran into the homie Cheeseburger. I actually didn't run into him. I ran into Tyler.
Okay.
At Ad Smith, and he had homie's folder, and I'm like, give me the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just tapping in with the younger producers and catching up with the sound. Yeah. But I'm so versatile. Like shit, I can rock anything. Like I'm still gonna do the old Yella music. I'm gonna do the new shit.
Yeah.
Whoever shit. And I'm gonna do it like that's my genre of music. I don't give a fuck. I got up on a country song.
Yeah.
Gonna be like, yeah, he slaughtered that motherfucker. So it ain't really nothing transitioning. It's not that I transition. it's just like getting in the studio and being creative, though. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Now, I know you're busy, so I'm not gonna take too much more of your time, but I gotta ask about the movie. Like, you know, it's a dream to be in a movie, but little do you know that your homie Scooty gonna put together a movie. Shout out to Eddie Kane, and you guys are gonna rent out a movie theater that I gotta imagine is close to where you grew up, and have a debut for Two Sides. So, what was that like? You know, having your own movie in your own neighborhood, basically, that you were the star, and you know, how'd that feel?
It was a couple blocks up the street from where I grew up.
Yeah.
Like shit, I don't know. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was big for the city because once again, nobody ever did it. Just like Billboard and just like the prolific videos and shit, so on and so forth. We just stayed trying to be ahead of the curve and do shit that nobody ever did and shit. We've been continuously doing that shit and outlet a lot of people and shit. But that movie shit was crazy. That was big, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best quality, you know. I'm gonna keep it a G. I ain't gonna gas it up. Like that's probably, but it was a hood movie and it was a classic and people loved it. Yeah. And, not to keep on talking about the fucking movie, but crazy. I was in the ghetto in Chicago. I swear to God, I was in what the fuck was that? Roseland.
Oh yeah, I know where that is.
It's kind of fucked up down there. You feel? And to where no store on the whole strip would let you piss. And I'm fuck it. I gotta go around back and piss. I ain't got no strap on me or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
They looking crazy. They out there. Niggas outside.
Yeah.
And I dipped around the building to piss, and this nigga keep looking. He on me though. He looking. I'm like, okay, it's about to be one of them days.
Right.
So shit. I had walked from around the cut, and I'm walking down the strip, and he finally. So I turn, I turn and look at him. I'm like,
what's up? Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? And he like, man, I know you. I'm like, nah. I'm like, you don't know me. You don't know me, bro. I ain't from you know.
Yeah, from here. You don't know. Yeah.
He like, man, nah. I seen you in a movie. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. Two Sides. That's the movie. You know what I'm saying? And this the random ass nigga in the middle of Chicago, like in the slums, though. That kind of up, though.
Hey, but for real, that just shows right now for anybody watching and listening, the Hype Magazine, Stop Beef from Radio, Money Really Counts, Gringo Gang. Like, we're from Indianapolis, but we just choose to be here. We really global. You know what I mean? Like he just said, I'm in Chicago in the hood, and they know about us out there. That's just how much we moving and shaking, like shaking up.
I had niggas calling me from Chicago, like, man, they put shit in the barbershop. Like, I swear to God, though.
Yeah. Now, before we get out here too, like I know you got the wings, the R&R, right? Are you still doing the food truck or?
No, R&R. That's not my shit.
Oh, okay. That was the rumor.
I had the barbecue joint out west. You know what I'm saying? But that was a few years ago, and then I took the spot. I took the spot out east to VIP Lounge, and that was Munchies. Out west, it was Frankie's. Out east, it was Munchies. But I was just, trying, dabbling, trying some shit. Like I said, we always trying to do something new. You feel me?
Well, I would say this to you then. If it wasn't you, it should be you because everybody believes it's you. So everybody believes that R&R is affiliated with Yella, so it's the perfect time now for you to create, your pivot point and then come up with your own.
I heard that shit. Sometimes, but I don't know why. I guess they associated the building.
Yeah.
Or
no, they associate anything big in the city with you and Scooty. If it's next level shit that we're not really supposed to be on yet, we always think it's coming from you guys. And that's because you laid the foundation of greatness. So I salute you on that. Before we get out here, man, like I know there's a lot of things coming with you and Lil Scooty. And shout out to MRC and everything you do. Like, what can the fans and listeners be on the lookout for? And how soon before you jump on this Gringo Gang tour so we can just make it a real family movement?
Man, shit. Just keep checking for the visuals this year because we going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I got Pack Fly out right now.
Yep.
Got that bitch in Puerto Rico. That was crazy. I got Pool out right now with Olo. Yep. That one was with Rockstar, Iconic. I got Cool out right now with Olu Visual Guide.
Yep.
That's hard as fuck. That's damn near. That's one of my best videos for most depth. I mean, both of those.
Yeah.
Are the top. Then shit, I got a few more out with Olu right now. I just dropped one with my blood brother Nico the Don. It's called All Falls Down. This is all on YouTube. Search Yella MRC. All Falls Down. I got another
West on the beat on that too.
It's out within a couple months.
I think
besides that, tours and merch and all that coming.
Definitely. And then last thing, man, with you being from Indianapolis, man, a lot of people don't know. Like we're in Atlanta, you know, Hype's in Atlanta. We're worldwide now. So what can you tell them about our market that they don't understand? Like I feel we're a well-machined operation. Naptown's next because we already do this shit for real. Like we really do it. Like imagine MRC hooking up with Hype in Atlanta, 20,000 square foot venue. What could you guys do together? It's just legendary status because we move as if we are in the industry already. So what can people look for if they came to Indianapolis and experienced the MRC movement firsthand?
Man, just a whole bunch of shit. Forward progression, bro.
Yeah.
Like always doing some new shit. And people get it misconstrued though, like, oh, it's Indiana, like ain't shit going on. Always. Even if we behind the scenes, we in the mix. You feel me? Yeah. It's a lot of young people in the whole circuit, like as far as promoters, new young DJs, new young artists and shit, new young producers, and we fucking with everybody and supporting everybody, like fuck the politics, like shit, we real niggas and we buy some money, shit, so we can get some money together. You feel me? That's what you expect from MRC.
Yep.
The damn show.
Now, last thing, man, if fans and listeners want to connect with you, they want to follow the Yella movement, the MRC movement, or just want to tap into your music, where can they find you at? And then any shout-outs you want to give before we get off here.
Yeah, follow me, man, at Yella MRC. Oh, that's on everything.
Yeah.
That's on every social media shit. Yella MRC, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, such and such. I'm on everything except Tidal. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, just Yella MRC everything. For shout outs, shout out y'all, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
It's a million motherfuckers I can shout out. Shout out my brother Nico the Don. Lock in with him. Not only on the music, lock in with him on the production and engineering. I feel like he the sickest out the Midwest.
Okay. Yeah, is there anybody in the city or outside the city you're watching that you would love to collab with or do a feature with?
Collab with? Hell yeah, it's a lot of niggas I love to do a feature with. I love to work with Kodak.
Okay.
Hell yeah. This a nigga out of Cleveland, Doughboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doughboy. He hard as fuck. I fuck him.
Well, tell James the list, man. I'm sure he'll let me know. You know, we can make a few calls, see how we can make all that come. I can't guarantee Kodak, he fresh out, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know that. Nah, we ain't got that quarter M. We ain't got that quarter M for that verse. The check ain't gonna clear.
Definitely. And then once again, man, like I said, it's an honor to get to do this for you, man, because honestly, you've been on a lot of classics. You move like a true boss, and sometimes the city doesn't give you the recognition you deserve, I feel. So we wanted to reach out to you first and make sure you know that Stop Beef from Radio fucks with Yella. Not because of Scooty, not because of MRC, but we fuck with you. Your music is phenomenal. Like, you're one of the best our city has, man. So I appreciate the opportunity and anything you want to tell the listeners, and we'll get out of here.
Just tap in with me, y'all. Yella MRC, everything. Tap in with me. Artists and producers, tap in with me like on some music shit. Like, I'm not hard to reach, you feel me? DM me, get at me on IG, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got facts you want to send, link in with me. My email is in my bio. You feel me? However you want to do it, tap in with me though.
And then last thing, man, you know, when James tells me it's go time, it's go time. So we got the Boss Talk Nation interview coming up this Friday. We got shout out the call with Jay Classic, my people out in Texas. We're gonna be on a conference call with that. you want to break a record, man, holla at DJ Money Man on Instagram or Stop Beefing Radio. We'll get the drops for you. We'll get you the DJ kit. And shout out to the Hype magazine once again for this great opportunity. I'm honored and privileged. And this is Stop Beefing Radio Sundays. Yella, you can get the last word and we'll get out of here, man.
Man, Yella MRC, Money Really Count representative, Cartel Music, man. Shout out Stop Beefing. Shout out Hype Magazine. Well, yeah.
Definitely, man. Have a good night.
You too, brother.